Hey guys, good day. Hola. We're on Pedro Clisante, and it is about 7:30 in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, babe?
I don't know what time. You're 7.
7. And we have a video lined up for you guys today with a guy that's like a father figure to Joel and Gino. His name is Joselito. But guys, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. Gino and Joel are going to be getting interviewed as well today. So, why? Well, Gino and Joel, they were street kids, and they have a story. My gosh, they have a story. These guys are amazing. Sometimes I hear the stories of Gino's childhood, and I am so impressed by these two guys here. Well, there's another brother named Junior, and another brother named Jonathan. Who? Joel worked on this 10 years ago? Oh my gosh. He was so young when he did that.
15 years.
15 years. So he was only like 17 years old. Not even. Wow. So guys, some of the stories, they used to come here to play. So, you know what? I just want to show you guys. Joel worked on this building 15 years ago. So that means 15 years ago, when he was very young, he was working. He wasn't on the streets. He wasn't, you know, robbing people, stealing. You would be surprised in Sosua and Santiago. If you heard bad rumors about the people in Dominican Republic, then you would be surprised when you do get here. That it's really like no other place. You know, you can walk down the street. As long as you mind your business, nobody minds it for you, as I often say. So, these guys, never been in jail. You know, like for anything criminalistic. They don't rob people. They work hard for their money. They both hustle at Plan B. One thing I can say is when I even pick up. What's up, guys? It was that pause for the cause. Huh? Oh, before it was only country there, like village. I tried to pick up even a spoon to stir something. These guys both say, "What are you doing? Move, go, sit down." And it's wonderful and beautiful. I love it. I love it. I won't lie. I was a young mama. I had my daughter when I was 17 years old. And I had my son when I was, what age he is right now, 23. So, you know, I did it young. Got all that baby stuff and everything out of the way at a young age. And, you know,
Pero claro, yo lo conozco, porque tú eres aquí. El charamé, yo no había charamé. Yo fui casi por su mamá. Yo no sé. Él no tenía más. Pero mira, le estamos consiguiendo un trabajo, pero la cédula. Ya yo hablé con yo hablé con mamá, que me encargó con este muchacho. Este muchacho fue que el papel lo estaba detalladito, no sé. Y se queda calladito, Ahora yo sé eso. Oye, damos el paso, que vamos. Yo vivo ahí mismo en la y yo no conozco, pero ese es un
Hey, sorry, I just went quiet because I was watching them and I was thinking about our storyline. Because today we will be meeting with the videographer from France. His name is Felipe. Joel and I met with him yesterday just to kind of go over the basics of the story. And then he said he wanted to come to our place today. He's like, yeah, I'll accept the project. And he said he wanted to come to our place today and film the guys. Like just audio, get the audio together so he can take the audio home. Now look at this building right here. I'm going to get these guys to tell you about this in a second. But he wants to take the audio home and then create a storyline. Oh look, they stopped anyway. Guys, is this one of the places that you slept in when you were a child? Right there.
They don't have these, they don't have these.
They didn't have any of the things. They didn't have this here. They didn't have this here. So at this end, it was a little bit, back then, it was a little bit more desolate. Sosua is building up every day. So that, let me just ask them a question. Guys, listen, does that look the same as it was before?
No.
What did it look like before?
Before looked like
More bueno?
Yeah.
Mucho bueno?
It's my house.
That was your house. Aw, look at Joel speaking English.
Yeah.
And wait, how old were you? El Niño.
Sí.
Siete?
We can come inside. He's the guy that take care of this.
Oh, we can go inside and look when we do the documentary?
No?
You want to go? Let's go right now. Why not? Yeah, man, let's go in. This is exciting. Well, you guys know what I mean. These guys have grown. They have gotten past that. This sleeping on roofs. I mean, the stories that Gino has told me about him sleeping on roofs, about him sleeping in the streets, about him knocking on doors for food, and some people saying no and telling him to get away, other people saying yes. He's told me stories about how he would go to someone's house, and this is such a sweet thing. He said sometimes people would go, say, hold on one second. They go in their house and they come back out and they pack food for a king. He was like, oh my gosh, it was like they packed food for, you know, an important king or a politician. I was like, really? You know, imagine being a kid. I cried when I heard that, because tears of joy. I was like, wow. So there's so many stories like that that Gino has been telling me since we've been together, and some of them are unbelievable. Like one of them where Joel was held down by his stepdad with a needle. The stepdad had AIDS. And I'm not going any further with that one. I just want to drop some jaws and to explain to you guys why I'm doing a documentary on these two awesome men. Okay, when we come back.
This house over here when I'm traveling.
This is a beautiful house. That wasn't here when that was there. I don't know if they're tearing that down or restoring it. Baby, are they tearing that down or are they restoration?
No. You see this? Have more structure.
I know, but what I'm saying to you is, with this right here, you said the guy is the jefa of this, right?
The boss.
Why is he the boss? Are they building it up again?
No.
They're taking it down.
He take care.
What is he taking care of right there?
He's the more old there. Nobody can go in if he don't say.
Because the government is keeping it safe? That no one hurts themselves? Why is he watching abandoned?
Guy come to build this, and the police take him and take care and nobody, you know. No.
So one guy owned that building right there, and the police took him and took him away. So now he just has one guy to watch that. Still doesn't make sense to me. I mean, it's so abandoned. No one's gonna steal it. You guys used to shower here? How? There was
They build many things.
an outdoor shower?
No, mommy. You see those things? Don't hear. Don't hear. Nobody. No, only. This is new too. They don't
How
have,
did
they
you
don't
take a
have
shower with nothing here?
Baby, here before have everything. They bam.
Oh, they tore everything down.
Yeah.
So the same guy that got arrested and deported, he owned all of this?
Yep. He had this one first. When he came in, he built this, and he started to build other one.
What was his name? Do you know?
I don't know. I'm very young.
You're very young, eh?
No, nada, eso no estaba ahí.
Guy's probably passed on now, but look, he got deported and nobody came to care for his land. He was in the midst of building. So these guys have a story, and I was like, you know what, this story is interesting. So I met with a videographer about a month and a half ago before I got the tropical flu. And I'm still slightly getting over, as you guys can hear in some of my videos, where I'm clearing my throat quite a lot. But I met with him, Gino and I, about 2 months ago, and I told him the story, and he was like, you know what, it's a common story here. But he didn't mean common, he meant it's a story that people would want to hear, because Gino's and Joel's mom was a lady of the night, and she ended up dying at a young age of I just feel uncomfortable talking about it because it's really none of my business, but it's become my project, and I just they're sharing so much with the world. These two are going to be sharing so much with the world that I feel honored, you know, because we're going to be going into their souls. We're going to be in their lives from the moment that they were 6 and 7. They're about a year and a half apart. Hola. Hi. That's cute. They're practicing their English on me. I know, I heard. Hi. They're practicing their English on me as I'm practicing my Spanish on them. When you lived here? Now, when you say when you lived there.
When I live here, because we live here.
You lived there, but you weren't paying rent. You mean when you were squatting there?
We don't pay rent. We don't have nothing.
You had no homeless. You were homeless, but that's what you called your home. So, what would you do on this street?
And every time we can play bicycle, everything there. And this round, the tree. You remember the 6 tree?
Yes, the 6 mango trees.
We go
Go there and eat. So, babe.
I will come in here to this place.
So, babe.
Yeah.
When this guy got deported, that's when you went and took his. That's when you and other people slept on his.
No, when he deported, we don't live here already. Yeah. You understand? When he
so
deported,
many years after he got deported, you guys realized, oh, this guy's not coming back. Let's just go stay there.
Yeah, man. And now it's
How many other people were staying in that place at the same time?
Como cuánta gente vivían allá, dichoso. Dichoso, Tati.
En la casa no vivían más de 30 gente.
Like 30 people.
30 people.
30, 40 gente.
Adults and children?
Huh?
Adults and children?
Yeah.
And was everybody
Young,
safe?
Teenagers.
Was everybody safe?
Yep.
Nobody hurt the children?
My daddy sometimes take our money.
Your daddy sometimes take your money. What money did you have as a child?
Clean,
Shoe shine. Shoe shine?
You see those trees right here, mango trees?
The mango trees all the way through there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We eat every day, every morning we eat there.
That's what you guys would have for breakfast? The mangoes?
Yep.
What about when it wasn't mango season?
Every time we have a season for something in Dominican Republic.
So you would have avocado.
Yeah, we have a yuca, now many yuca, platano, banana.
So if you went and got plantain, off the tree.
Joel worked in this house.
Joel worked on this house before.
Working closet, cocina, kitchen.
Now this right here, guys, is just built. You guys were asking me for some brand new apartments that are being built up, and this is one of them right here. I don't think this one's ready to get visited yet because the balconies are not up. But this has been being built for about 5-6 months now, and it is advancing quite quickly. As soon as they put a number up here, I will be sure to get the number and give it to you guys. I'm glad you guys liked the video yesterday that we visited. And I'm going to start doing more of that since you guys like that. Babe, our viewers liked the video that Joel and I did yesterday visiting that apartment. They said, can you do more of like this one? They really liked that apartment and it was reasonable for some of their prices. Absolutely. So, right. So I want to do more videos like that for them, okay? Gino, I want to do more videos like that. Okay. So if you can please ask around your friends and stuff so we can deliver that content.
A video about Espanol in English?
No, videos about brand new apartments.
Okay.
Coming up. So just...
You see online.
Maybe Orlando's sister we can interview? Orlando Alvarez?
Oh, this one I don't think so.
No, she might be open to it.
She's too busy.
She's busy, but she might be open to a 5-minute interview. There's no hurt in asking. Especially if it's a win-win situation. We get to give good content, and she gets to get good people for her place. So, yeah, guys, like these guys were sleeping on rooftops and digging in garbage and knocking door to door, and their dad... so anyway, their mom was a lady of the night. Their mom died of HIV. There, I said it. And when they were very young, when he was 11, when Gino was 11, or maybe 13, and Joel was like 11 and a half. Yeah?
She's old.
Yeah.
You come here to eat.
You used to come here to eat when you were a kid?
Her grandson.
Yeah?
Is our friend. We go together.
Oh, nice.
We run every day. You see this street?
Mm-hmm.
This is street on here.
Nice, okay.
This street is closed.
This street was all closed.
Yeah, and here, you come in here like a project.
Like a project?
Yeah, and here,
why? It was like...
Because this place...
You couldn't see...
Only the play have a quality here in this time.
Ah, okay.
Called Villa Maria.
Oh.
And here have one wall.
One wall right here?
No, even bike. The human people go like this. Down and down. To go inside, you can put in bike. There.
Oh.
Before. Nobody have picture to this.
Wow.
What happened here?
Sorry guys, I got interrupted and I forgot what I was saying. I should be doing these live, and that way you guys can be like, you were just saying this, Cerise. But anyway, so yeah, you know, the stories that I hear from these two. Let me get in front of you, babe. And yep, so that's what we're going to be doing with these two guys. Oh yeah, the mom. So the mom, she, let me switch hands. I don't have the selfie stick today because I'm suspecting that the selfie stick makes everything even more shakier. And again, like I said in another video, I'm a very fast walker. I have very long stride because I'm a tall woman. I'm like 5'8", 5'9". So I used to be 5'9". But ever since I turned 46, I don't know what happened. I guess I hear that people shrink with age, but I refuse to say I've aged. I've matured. Thank you, baby. See what?
This house. We're coming in this
what
house.
House?
This house. Some house. They do company now.
This house?
This one.
This one?
No, no era esta.
What about that house?
We're coming to play here.
And that house?
Do you remember the guy I said to you is the owner? I'm still flip-flop. The guy have a bill. The tall guy, babe.
Nope. Yes. I just want to continue with the story quickly because I know some of you guys are listening and I don't want you to fast forward past the rest of the story. So, their mom, when Gino was 13 and Joel was about 11 and a half or something like that, their mom passed away. Now, I could have those ages wrong, so let me confirm. Babe, how old were you when your mom died?
Huh?
How old were you when your mother died?
When my mom died?
Yeah.
13, I don't remember.
13. 10? He doesn't remember if he was 10 or 13. Now, that's a big jump in ages because that's like a 3-year stretch. So you know the kid lost time. You were 11? So Joel was 9?
Joel is 9.
Joel was 9. Okay, so there we go. Joel just confirmed. So they were 6 and 7, 8 ages when they were when their mom had to send them to Sosua to be with their dad, and their dad had his own demons. He was a drug addict and an alcoholic, and you know, and it's not bashing them. It's not bashing the parents at all. You know, a lot of us all over the world are raised with alcoholic parents, and it's their demons. It's what they need to deal with, you know. So it's not to judge a parent at all, you know. My gosh, some parents, you know what? I have a client, and her mother, all her life, used to think negative and always tell her all the time, don't do this, don't do that, make sure you put salt over your shoulder for this, make sure you do that. And the girl now is so terrified of life, she will not leave a house without a talisman. That's like a good luck charm, I guess. And she will not you know, trust anyone. She will not eat food from outside. She's just paranoid, and it's because of how her mom taught her how to be paranoid. That's abusive. So a parent doesn't have to drink alcohol to abuse a child or do drugs to abuse a child. A parent can abuse a child's brain just by wiring, you know, the neural plasticity in a real skewed way. So, like, you know, it's not to judge a parent at all. Their dad had his demons. He didn't know. Holy mackerel! Whoa! What we get on this camera every day. Imagine if that was an accident. Thank God. Thank God nobody got hurt. I felt that truck go by me, babe. I felt the breeze of that truck go by me. Why was he going so fast? He was going fast. Nobody else's problem. He's too big to be going that fast. He's too heavy to stop that quickly. No, he was going past. No, he can't be from here. Crazy. I felt that breeze go right through me, and then he tried to stop on a dime with that heavy load. Maybe his load was empty, and that's why he accomplished stopping as well as he did. But anyway, parents, you know, the man was not expecting his ex to die, first of all. She was with a man after him that had AIDS, and he gave that to her. And he's the same guy who was going to hurt Joel one night. Gino woke up and saw it. The guy was going to poke a needle into Joel. These stories you don't hear every day. And I said to them, guys, this is a documentary. I'm a writer and I love to make videos. And the writer in me, once I started to hear these stories, I'm like, you can't write this stuff. This stuff is made for, like, made from experience, you know? So again, we're just going to be talking about their life. We're not going to be judging anyone or anything. We're going to be celebrating the fact that these young men, when they were young men, were raised the way they were, or not even raised, they raised themselves. They would go out and make money. Gino would. and give his money to his dad because his dad would take it for drugs. And Gino was very angry at his dad for a very long time. But, you know, once we got together, Gino was saying, oh, his dad this, his dad that. And I said, nah, you can't. You can't. You got to be more mature. You got to be more grown. And then one night we were in a pool and we were talking about his dad and he cried. And he's like, you know what? You're right. My dad said that, you know, he was never perfect, but there's things that he taught me that I will never forget. And those were really good things. Because his dad did wake up every morning and cook breakfast for the boys and cook kipe. And kipe right now is one of the things that Gino makes so well. And we give those away as free appetizers at Plan B on certain days. Because it's so good and we'd love to share it, you know. And it's so inexpensive to make. Kipe, come on into Plan B and just ask for an order of kipe for free. And you get it as long as you buy a drink at the bar or you buy a meal, right? You want to go this way? Let's go this way.
I don't want danger.
We can go that way.
I'm telling you because this corner I don't like it. Remember the other day?
Do you want to follow your intuition and go that way? This corner is kind of dangerous right there. It's a highway. And Gino usually has a pretty good gut. Right here on this corner, guys, you can rent a car. The same guy that owns Flow Pernitium owns this. I was supposed to do an interview with him so many times and I still haven't. But if you're here, give him a shout and tell him that you saw this video and that you're a viewer of mine. His number is 809-988-9144. Sosua rent car, okay? And his name's Orlando. He's a very good friend of Gino's, so Gino's worked with him before in a restaurant and everything. So he's good people. He's on my Facebook. If any of you are my Facebook friends, you can find him there. And yeah, you can rent a car from him. But yeah, Gino's intuition is really good. So just now when he said walk this way, I was like, yeah, let's walk this way. Why not? Plus it gives you guys a good view of what's going on over here. This is a Canadian bar right here, Checkpoint. Check it out. That's the point you got to check before you go down to the beach anyway. And so let's go up here right now and see if we find any kids. Let's go. The entrance is right over there. Yeah, there's a set of stairs, babe. I saw before. You ate here before? There is a set of stairs. I know.
Go with there. This side, I don't know.
Babe, they sleep up here. I'll show you where they go. One day when there was a little kitten crying, that's how I heard that's how I knew homeless kids lived up here. A kitten was crying, and I was like, "What's a kitten doing there?" And one of the street kids were walking by. You know, one of the street kids that I would feed food to all the time, tacos to. He was walking by, and I said to him, "Can you help me find that kitten?" And he's like, "Oh," he said, "My kitten."
Oh, right here.
And it was his kitten. Right where? Oh, right there. Let's go see if we can find some kids. Aw. Because we want to feed them at Christmas time. Oh, yeah,
they
look.
Have a pool here.
But look.
Okay.
Mucho caca?
Está bien.
Oh, yeah, caca. This is where the little kids are sleeping. And poo-poo. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Let's call the kids and see if we can find them. Hey, guys.
We have to come in one day with sandwich.
¿Tu como?
¿Tu comes?
¿Tu comes?
They don't dare. I know
They're not here? Oh, this is where little kids sleep. You can see, look at this little kid top. Oh, man. Another little kid top. Look at all the poo on the ground. They just poo where they are. And it smells bad, guys. And the lady was walking by and she's like, yo, mucho, mucho caca. Didn't even ask us why we were coming in here. Just said, yo. So this is where the kid came that day. I was sitting right over here. And I heard a little kitten off the roof. And I was like, what's going on? And that's where the kid was like, oh, mi gato. It's over here. Let me take off my sunglasses. What's chucada? Hey, guys. Oh, Joel. This is where you slept in places. Dormir? Dormir?
No.
No, but like this. Similar?
No, similar.
Similar. Dormir means sleep. Dormir. Oh, wow. This is dangerous. And I'm afraid of heights. Whoa. I don't know how wise this was. Didn't think this one through.
They're not here.
They're not here?
Before sleeping one day, I know.
He said that they're not here. This is too dirty because people won't. This was the most famous restaurant that burned down. Caroca? La Roca. Whew, it really does stink in here. The kind of stink that gives you a headache. You don't, like, you can actually smell human feces. Oof. 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 Look at that big pile right there. Oof. Oof, I can still smell it. Ooh, I almost jumped down there. I know, because it smelled so bad. I almost jumped down that. We need to find the kids, though, because we're going to feed them at Christmas time. We were going to... Buddy wanted to get on the camera. We were going to go to Bay Abisa and to the outer part of the country to where families are and feed them at Christmas time on behalf of C and G and Side Plan B. However, who are we to think that just because they live out in the countryside that they're poor? Right? I mean, just because they might not have the best plumbing and all that out there, that's because of technology. They're still hustlers, they're still grind, they still got cash, so who's to say that they're going to be hungry, right? So it was a little bit of an ignorant assumption on my behalf and also on Gino's, but it was initially my idea and he was flowing with it because he's like, yeah, let's go to the countryside. But countryside doesn't necessarily equal poverty. So then we rethought that strategy and Gino was like, you know what? How about we feed the street kids? And I was like, oh my gosh. And there's not a lot of them here, so I don't want you guys to think that Sosua is, you know, filled with street kids. And as you can see, if they were, that place we were at just now would have been filled with bodies. And I'm glad it wasn't, because I would have felt a little inclined to come here every single day to bring food, and which I would have done no problem, but it probably would have became a huge part of my life. You know, little kids. It's like, you know, but most of the kids, perhaps some of them come from broken homes, perhaps. You know, like I heard one story where a little boy was born to a young woman. She was 14 when she had her child, and her mother died of AIDS because her mom was a prostitute. And so she was raising her child, and she couldn't raise her child. She's a very beautiful girl. She ended up meeting a gringo who took her to Germany, and she stayed there. She left her son here with her with her aunt, but it's not really a blood aunt. It's just someone that she called Tia. So with that being said, you know, she would send money for her Tia, for her son and everything like that. And then she started to get reports from people saying that her son was sleeping out in the streets and that Tia wasn't giving the money to her son and everything. And she couldn't make it to the Dominican Republic because I don't know why. But yeah, she lost her son just like that. Just like that, you know, trying to get a better life for him and thinking that she was leaving him in the hands of someone that could take care of him. And Tia took the money and kicked the son out, didn't give him anything. So he had to go out in the streets to find food, you know, and that's why he took off. He probably didn't feel the love from the Tia, and he probably saw that, yeah, his mom's sending that money. So she lost contact with her son. And, you know, that was pretty much it. And the next time she had seen him, he was on the streets. And unfortunately, he didn't lead a life like Joel and Gino did. You know, he decided to do the criminal route and the drug route. Now, Gino did have his time of doing drugs. And so just in case someone out there tries to say that, oh, Gino was this or Gino was that. But Gino was never a crack addict. Gino was never, you know, whatever. He tested drugs when he was younger. Probably a little marijuana and stuff like that. Marijuana in Canada is legal. Marijuana here is really, really shunned. Like, people smoke it and they're like, oh, no. So, you know, Gino, he doesn't really drink right now. He might have a couple of drinks. Joel doesn't do any drugs. Neither one of them smoke cigarettes. Neither one of them, you know, do too much. Joel likes his Brugal.
I like a Brugal.
Yeah, I like a Brugal. Mi hermano. His English is getting so good every day. I'm proud of him. Duolingo. You do Duolingo 2 horas dia? 2 horas dia?
Yeah.
He does it for 2 hours every day. And I told him he's going to be speaking English before me speaking Spanish, and I'm here in the country. So yesterday we went up there, over top there, with the videographer. That's where Joel, Felipe, and me were yesterday, babe. And I'm going to also be doing some videos of my master classes that I'm going to be offering to people who want to become soul coaches. A lot of you out there are great advisors. Your friends come to you and ask you for advice all the time. And you enjoy giving advice. You enjoy helping people. And you want to make a little money on the side. I had someone, a viewer, comment and ask, what do I do online? I speak to people online. And I'm a writer as well. But I speak to people about their life like a professional friend. And I help them get over the pain in their soul with positive thinking and also getting rid of the garbage from the past, the resentment. You know, get rid of that resentment. It doesn't belong to you. Someone else did that to you. So that's what I do online. People call me and I talk to them and they pay me and that's it. And you guys can do that too. There's no problem. There's enough people in the world that need love and support, and they will reach out to you. And as a soul coach, I'm pretty sure you can help their soul. So that's what my master classes are about. I've been soul coaching now. I was on the radio for 8 years in Toronto on a radio station there called Flow 93.5, which is now named The Move for the last 2-3 years. So I was on the radio, on television a few times, and it was a great run, and I loved it. And, you know, it taught me a lot about my business and about my clientele and about humanity. And I want to teach that to others now. And I want to do it right here, overlooking Sosua Bay, in a beautiful home on the hills over there or up there somewhere There's a white one right there. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it, but right there, that's the one I want. It's $700 a week, so it's pretty much worth it if I get, you know, 11 people, because it sleeps 10. So if I were to get 10 rooms, and if that means 2 people in a room, that's 20 people. So that's well worth it. But see, the master classes themselves are also online, so you don't have to come here to Sosua to take them either. That's what we are doing. We're doing the video infomercials up there overlooking the water, and on a sunny day it looks so gorgeous. So yeah, we were talking to Felipe about the master classes, and also I'm going to be doing the retreats. We're going to be having some awesome retreats where we're going to have yoga, meditation. I also got in touch with a woman that does sugaring and all that stuff. We're going to come down to the beach. We're going to do guided meditations on the shoreline. It's going to be pretty awesome. So we're going to have special retreats, some retreats for single men. We're going to have some retreats for single women. We're going to have retreats for couples. And each retreat is going to offer a little bit of mental, spiritual, and emotional healing, inspiration, and also just revitalization. Because that's the key, right? When you go to a retreat, you want to revitalize. Babe, can you take mine for me, please? Thank you. Walking on the beach with shoes is difficult, and I have this here too in the camera, so my sweetheart is carrying my shoes for me. These guys are truly sweet. They come down here with me to meditate in the morning, and you know what? Gino's to the point now where he's the one waking up at 6, and he's like, come on guys. He wakes me up, and then he goes and knocks on Joel's door, and we're like, vámonos, let's go to the beach, go meditate and pray. And these guys have been doing that with me, and it has been so awesome. And they really do pray. Yesterday we got on the shoreline, and we covered our bodies, like right here where the water's coming up a little bit. And we covered our bodies in sand, scrubbed our bodies, exfoliated away negative, wherever you like, baby. Infused our souls with positive. The sun was coming up over the horizon so beautifully, and we just massaged and exfoliated. My skin was so amazingly soft yesterday. Babe, was your skin softer yesterday after scrubbing? Did you notice your skin was softer yesterday? More soft, like a baby.
Suave.
Yeah, suave. Huh? No, but I mean after you exfoliate it. Remember?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday when I went to the beauty salon over by Fresh, I did go to the beauty salon. I went to the beauty salon. Anyway, guys, I went to the beauty salon yesterday while Gino was cleaning the house, and I decided to walk. These guys, take me everywhere, and you know, I mean, it's beautiful. I love it. If I dare step out of the house, they're like, "Where are you going?" To the store. Gino will be like, "Joel, go for her," and I'm like, "No, I can go by myself." And then Gino's like, "Hold on, I'm going to take you." Or Joel says, "No, what are you going to get? Let me go get it for you." Right? Because they're caring, right? But I'm like, guys, like, I'm such an independent woman. I have been independent all my life. Thank you, baby. Ah! Ah! Still on. Still rolling. The camera fell into the sand. I can't wait to watch the video to see what it looks like falling into the sand. Face down, too. He was just grabbing my bag from me. That's why it fell. So, yeah, these guys let me go nowhere. And it's quite cute, though. It's not overbearing or controlling. They're just, like, worried about me. Because Gino's like, if anything ever happens to you, a gringa in my country, do you realize how much trouble, like, he would be in type of thing? And I was like, hi. And I was like, oh, right. And he says the laws are very strict. And, you know, the woman violence laws and all that stuff, too. violence against women is very, very strict. So, and he's not a violent person, but he said that's one of the first things they'll look into. Gringa gone missing, they'll look at him first. So he's very careful with me, and so is Joel. And so yesterday, I was like, I'm going to the salon. And then Gino's like, okay, Joel's out there, outside. And I said, okay. So Joel was supposed to be outside waiting for me on the motorbike. And he was, but my appointment was for 2 o'clock, and I was leaving at 1:47. And the appointment was only like, honestly, a 5-minute walk away. So when I got out to the front of the villa and I saw Joel wasn't there, I took the opportunity to just go take a stroll and meditate as I walk and think about the master classes and, you know, all that stuff. So that's what I did. And I didn't have the internet on my cell phone, not realizing that. And then I went to the beauty salon. When I got into the beauty salon, the woman locked the door. Because in Toronto, a lot of people lock the door too, right? Because they're busy with their client, just lock the door. But she goes by appointment only. I'm coming, guys. She goes by appointment only. So she's not relying on walk-ins. So client comes, she locks the door, and that's it, right? Gino went to the salon, and it was locked. And he knocked on the door, and he couldn't get in. And then when I got back home, he's like, where were you? And I was like, oh, I was at the salon. And he goes, buy fresh. I have it all on video. I was going to put it up on YouTube, but I was like, nah, this is just dysfunctional. Hold on, let me take off my top. I was like, this is just dysfunctional. I was going to make it seem like he's so jealous. But he wasn't jealous. He was literally, genuinely concerned because he doesn't want any problems, you know.